Kneeling on the floor is something that a lot of people want to do, but two things often get in the way: tension in the ankles and tension in the knees. Seiza is a traditional Japanese sitting posture that demands both of these things. And we'll start today by looking at what are the elements of sitting properly in that posture. To start, we want to sit on our heels with our knees about 2 or 3 fists width between your knees. That will position you in a generally good position depending on how wide your hips are. Next, we want to make sure that we're stacking our toes to maintain the right distance between our feet. And we want to be sitting in the bowl of the arch of our feet. So we're kind of forming this little container here, and our hips just sit in it, framed by our heels. This means that we'll be sitting with our heels out slightly, because when the knee goes into deep flexion, naturally the tibia bone rotates inward. The Seiza position continues to move with that rotation rather than against it. So the feet naturally point outward. With the positioning in place for Seiza, let's look at a few things that make this a little bit easier. So if you have tension in the ankles, plantar flexion is probably what's really challenging you. Plantar flexion is when we're flexing the plantar part of our foot. So the top part of our foot becomes flat. We want to give a little bit of a boost to that part so that we're not over compressing it. We're not over demanding that flexion. So what we can do is take a rolled up towel or something you can use as a prop and put it right on your ankle line, just where the top of the foot and the lower leg meet. If you're placing that there, that should relieve a little bit of the discomfort if fully flexing your foot is too much for you. You can taper how thick that towel is to give yourself exactly the amount of support that you need. The next thing is really probably the most common thing for people that stands out more than ankle discomfort is knee discomfort. Getting into this position and really sitting with the knees fully flexed is pretty unfamiliar for a lot of people. Most of what we do in the day keeps our knees around 90 degrees. We sit on chairs, we sit in cars, we stand up and walk around, we sit at a desk. Like, there's not a lot of opportunities where we really fully flex our knees. So for a lot of people, this is going to be really tense. So what you can do is add a little bolster under your knees. You can do this along with the bolster on your ankle and combine the two. And then you should feel like you're not compressing your knee as much. You can actually relax into it instead of feeling like you've got to kind of try and push away from it. So allowing yourself to relax into the position and finding a way to be relaxed in that position, like using bolsters, helps to actually build the alignment that you're trying to strengthen while getting into those positions, rather than encouraging your body to create all these little compensations. So when you're tucking that back, the more you can get it into the crease of the knee, the better. And then you can just relax in that position. The third thing, if it's just an overall uncomfortable position for you, if even when the bolster is still too much weight loaded onto your knees and ankles, you can lean forward and place your hands on the ground. It might be, for a lot of people, if you're going to go to that length, you probably won't need the pillow and bolster under the heel, but if you do, you can add them as well. But with this one, we're placing the foot on the hands on the ground, the fingers are spread, and then we're able to distribute our weight a little bit differently. We're sharing the weight with our hands instead of loading it completely on the knees and ankles. All right, so now that we've outlined the Seiza position and how to access it comfortably, let's look at how we develop it. So it's not just a static position, it's a bit of a movement. As a static position, it can be uncomfortable to hold for a long time. So let's move into a little bit of a movement pattern that can go with the Seiza position. So in the Seiza position, we don't just want to sit here, we also want to be moving around a little bit. So what we can do is play with shifting. So I'm just shifting from one side to the other. This, especially if you sit in Seiza for a while and It gets uncomfortable increasingly as you sit. Moving in the position can help a lot. So now I'm just shifting my weight so that I'm basically putting all my weight on one leg and the other leg is pretty much free. If I want to challenge myself a little bit with this, I can try moving that free leg just to prove that all my weight's been shifted. You can do all of these with the hands on the ground as well. Actually, when you have your hands on the ground, this becomes a bit of a stretch for the sides of the body, for the spine. So you get a little more out of it. It's not just as a regression. So just shifting from one side to the other. And like I was saying before, same thing, you can move the trailing leg, but this can also move into the next challenge that we'll do. So bringing ourselves down into that side bend sit position and then coming back up. So I'm really just shifting my weight onto that side, same thing as we were doing, going side to side, and then I'm sliding my other leg back and then sliding this leg forward and then back, coming back to that Seiza position. And again, this is not necessary. The side to side shifting is enough, but this can be a nice, interesting challenge for moving in and out of your Seiza position. And again, you can do all of this with the hands on the ground variation, which can make it pretty accessible for almost anybody. Just keeping your hands down, shifting your weight forward as you change that orientation of your legs. Seiza is the kind of thing that will improve if you work on it a little bit every day. So taking some time to answer some emails in Seiza, to just kind of stretch out a little. Maybe if you sit down and watch TV on the couch, you could plop down onto the floor and do this for a few minutes every day. And it will make a difference over time. You'll be able to access that a little bit more. Make sure that you make use of bolsters as you need them. Don't suffer through these kind of positions without bolsters, because that really just creates compensations. Use what you need, use all these tools that we provide in this video, and enjoy the ride.